Hi everyone, welcome to Timeless Tarot 111. And for today, the reading is for the twin flamers. Alright, um, we have a lot of segments in this channel: twin flame journeys, almost personal readings, pick a card, and channeled messages. If you are into your zodiac readings, subscribe to the main channel, Babaylantv. And for those of you who's new to the channel, welcome. You might want to consider subscribing, for I am always hosting a party online wherein I am doing a live streaming. And in the live stream, you can ask me questions. If you missed the live streaming, you can still ask me questions. There's a link in the description box. Click that link, you'll be routed to my page. Type in your questions and then click submit. And you may resonate with the entire reading, you may resonate with some bits and pieces of the reading. Take it as you will, take what only resonates. Again, keep in mind that this is not your personal reading. If you want a personal reading, there's a link in the description box. And I would appreciate if you can really click that subscribe button and smash that like button so that the video can ride onto the YouTube algorithm. So on this side, of course, ladies first, the divine feminine, and on the other side is the divine masculine. So DF, a dream of a concrete foundation, a dream of, could be cohabitation, being with the person night and day, probably even sleeping with the person in a more romantic way. I can see here also asking for, at least the energy that you are emitting is proposal, marriage, or even just the, commitment per se. A deeper commitment. Serious, right? No BS. It's you devoting yourself to your DM. This is what truly makes the divine feminine as what they are, right? Devoting yourself to your DM. You're very passionate when it comes to your DM, to the point wherein for a small percentage of the DF, you're getting irritated if your DM is not putting the right amount of energies in you. Say you're giving 50% or you're giving 80% of your energy, and it's kind of irritating if they're just giving you 50% of it. So for you, what I should, or what I am emitting, what I am offering, what I am giving you, right, should also be the same amount that I should get. And I can definitely understand that, because that's how it's supposed to be. I think that you have already invested a lot of energies in your person. Time, I can sense here also more of even, finances, also, buying gifts, also at least plan of buying gifts. So I can sense here more of, even though that you have this passion, this definite or concrete concept that you and your DM is gonna be together. At the back of your mind, somehow you are still doubting or questioning, is my person going to really be with me for long term, for lifetime? I think that you are still in the process of securing yourself in the connection, right? Security is what you wanted. So probably you're getting a bit of it, you're not getting it, but fully the security is not yours yet. But you have a glimpse of, let's say, that you daydreamed about it, right? You daydreamed about your person's gonna be with you for long term. For a few numbers of you, you may be in a long distance relationship or that requires travel. There's a part of you that you left behind, or you're leaving your place if this is really travel, if we're talking about distance. So you're leaving your place for you to be with your DM. This also signifies that this connection might also travel to a different direction, to a more positive one. But leaving yourself here is more of leaving your singlehood. Because you already have a decision, right? You already decided that this DM of yours is going to be with you. You might also have some age gap with your DM, right? Or your DM probably thinks a little either matured or a little childish, if I may say. But you're still trusting, right? The flow of your dynamic. I can see your certainty within yourself. You kind of like locked in, or you put yourself into idea, into the idea that you and your person needs to be together, gonna be together, and they are the person for you. For a few numbers of you who had separation energetically, that there was an energetic fight, discussions, challenges, let's say energetic fight can also be these challenges of not being on the same page, right? Less communication probably, or miscommunication. But I can sense here, especially if you are on that, there is already a fixation here. I think is that what you want in this connection is about to be yours. I know that there still have some issues that needs to be fixed, and like what I mentioned here, you're also leaving these baggages of the past. The energy here is already moving, connecting to your DM. More of the DF here do not want to let this connection go to waste, right? Because they already invested with a lot of energies. And I can sense here that opportunities will be open for the DM to provide you with the justice. Let's say that if your DM is giving you less of what you deserve, the DM here is gonna provide you with more than you expect. But let's see what's happening to the DM as of the moment. Like what I mentioned, you're about to receive it because the DM is still in the process of, let's say, investing it one day at a time. It may be a little, you may have a little delay with your DM, but it's better late than never. And actually, it's not late, right? If you're gonna think of it, if you are really believing in the divine intervention, in the divine timing, there's no sense of lateness. It is actually going to happen when it needs to happen, right? When you, both of you, are fully ready to have a commitment. I can see here that your DM is also manifesting something within themselves to acceptance of how magical the connection is, more of them accepting that this is a twin flame connection, that you are actually a part of the wholeness of their journey in this 3D world. There is actually something in them that they're really working hard. Let's say it is not that easy for them to give in, right? Because it could be in the past there's some resistance here with the Five of Blades, but what is destined is happening. The union of the soul is still going to happen. It is kind of like the DM here in the past, weeks, months, or years, that their resistance is strong, but the more that they resist it, the more that they are drawn, the more that they are, the universe is talking to them, hey, you cannot escape this. So they are working really hard now for acceptance. There may be some exhaustion with the DM, right? Exhausted because the hurt here is the remorse of, why did I just feel it now? Why didn't I trust my DF for, because DF here is letting them know that we are supposed to be in union. The DM here feels like, why didn't I believe the DF? Why didn't I see that this emotion, the deep emotion, is coming? So it's just a sudden, flick of emotion, probably because of the separation, if you have a separation, whether it is physical or energetic. So there is a return of union. So which means that completion, right? Say that you are a full sphere of soul, right? which is the concept of the twin flame. Then you separated, had life in this 3D world, and it's your journey to be united again. So the chariot here means surpassing all those challenges and be in union with the twin flame here. I can sense celebration for the both of you. More than victory here, it's more of, and speaking of, acceptance. The lovers, your cards are here twin flames. So which means a new experience of the journey, a new experience of this victorious beginning. Victory celebrations are here. They already accepted. DM is already accepted the journey of the twin flame. They just can't believe, if this is some sort of potion, some sort of magic, some sort of, is it really divine? Is it really them? Or they are really destined, because there's kind of like they're really longing for their twins, longing for the union. So, and the Page of Blades here, which is the contract, right? So I can sense here that the journey towards this contract will be very strategically done by the divine being, which is the acceptance of the DM. It's worth the journey. I can even see that this journey of yours is going to happen, the union is going to happen in this last quarter of this year. So congratulations, twin flamers. See you on the next reading. And if you have some questions, there's a link in the description box. If you want to book a personal reading that will be altered to your specific journey, there's also a link in the description box. Love and light to you. Namaste. See you on the next reading. Goodbye, twin flamers.